It's Week 16 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Xavier Legette. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Raiders and the...
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And able to get this out to the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down at a yard. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Another run here with Benson. The numbers for Benson in last week's ball game. 10 carries, 57 yards.
Sitting 10th in the league in rushing isn't bad, but it's also not as high as where he knows he should be with how talented he is. There's definitely another gear there, and hopefully their game plan gives him an opportunity to hit it and put together one of his best performances of the season.
Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to throw here, Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they'll be let out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift to about the 35, 2nd down. The Raiders at 10-4 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's taken in. It's Xavier again. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 23. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Still on his feet. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Throwing, Young. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Swift. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this start...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Chigakakro, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. Herbert now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league.
He's got a man, complete. And this has caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hyatt, 43 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Jalen Hyatt with a touchdown catch to end the drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here. 3rd and 2, as they've got it as we resume action. 3rd down, Young from the gun. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Looking to throw, Young. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. This 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Benson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This now a 3rd and 4. From the 50, here's Herbert. And this taken in by Downs. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
To throw, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Young from the shotgun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Young will set to throw. That one completes him again. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Young. Complete to Washington. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. And it's a 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Got a man, that's Leggett. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Not able to go anywhere that time, second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Swift, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Here's Herbert. A short throw to Ingram.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. A short throw to Ingram. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Herbert back to the air. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marvin Harrison Jr., 59 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Young now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Again, it's Young. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Young to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Young to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Daniel Bellinger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. to the touchdown pass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now it's Herbert. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Following the interception, Young. And incomplete on a deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his... The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now here's Young. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Here is Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for them all afternoon. This defense is really done. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule it out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now, hang on here because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now Young. And that'll be complete to Dillon. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Here is 3rd and 5. Young working out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 2nd and a couple.
It's the gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing, Young. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Young. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
2nd and 14 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw, Young. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it, and they do so right there.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Herbert now. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Harrison. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards now to pick up. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Herbert off of play action. Open man here is Benson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Philadelphia.
A give up the middle with Benson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man right side is Ingram.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. That complete to Downs. 2nd down and 4. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. That's quickly out to Harrison. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Rolling, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that gets him back within 10. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now Young. Cockrell holds it in left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Young. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Shifts by him. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Harrison. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. out of the gun, Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Again, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards to go, second down. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. Harrison will go in motion left. Herbert throwing again. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Downs from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
On gain of a yard, brings up 3rd and 1.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. To throw, Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Young to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Down to a knee goes Young, and that should be the final act in this one. So this one, a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good-sized lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they were able to survive what happened in the fourth quarter.
So for Las Vegas, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.